Hi guys, right, so we're kind of looking at this next phase of our feature article. Hopefully by now some of you should have some really high quality feature article first drafts. Yesterday I listened to 21 out of 22 of your first drafts and they are really fantastic, guys. I'm really impressed, especially with the information and research that you guys have done. It's really good, and there's some really great information floating around out there, so well done. What you're going to do now is you're going to be taking that second draft that you edited and moved around and changed. You were kind of at that arms part of the process yesterday. So if we look here, you're at the arms part of the process yesterday. I'm using Harvey's as an example. He's showing his first draft here, and then hopefully once he's finished his first draft, he's going to take a picture of his kind of final handwritten draft. So once you've got your final handwritten draft and you've inserted it in here, then it's time to make it electronic and type it into a doc. You have this document here, which I'd like you to type it into. We're going to type it into a doc first, and the reason we're typing it into a doc first is because once it's in the doc, it's much easier to correct, to edit, to check our grammar, to check our punctuation, and things like that. All right, so I just want to remind you guys, if I write something that's not spelled correctly here, and then I press enter and I go on and I carry on writing, eventually what will happen is it will recognize it's not a word. Okay? It will recognize it's not a word, and it should tell me. And it will wobbly underline that it's not a word. Red wobbly underline it, that it is spelled incorrectly. Okay? It's not doing it here for some reason, but it will. Okay? It will tell you that this is not a correct word. If it has a wobbly underline, do not ignore that. That's why I'm asking you to copy it and type it into this doc now. Do not ignore the wavy underlines. You can right-click it and it'll give you an alternative spelling. If not, you can look up words either in a handheld dictionary, or you can do it through the computer here. Okay, so if I do this here, for example, it'll allow me define. So that's kind of dictionary. It'll allow me to look for it. What does this word mean? Okay, so don't just ignore these wobbly underline links or anything like that, or, sorry, words or anything like that, okay? And likewise, if there's any words you don't know quite what they mean or whether you've spelled them correctly, these define and explore options are really useful, okay? So basically under here, you're going to type your feature article away, okay? And up here, as you go, you're capitalizing, you're checking the usage, which is, does my nouns match my verbs? Okay, does the object match the doing words? Punctuation, that includes capitalization, guys. I don't know how many times I have to say capitalizing names, capitalizing at the start of the sentence, capitalizing proper nouns. This is really important stuff, okay? And spell checking. All right, we're going to do all this on this document so that when it comes to actually putting it on your final feature article with all your cool images and everything like that, you're not worrying about spelling. Okay, you can copy and paste straight from this document where you know it's been edited, you know it's been updated, you know it's high quality, and then you can put it into your template surrounded by all its great images and all the great bullet point boxes, and you're just worrying then about the design and the formatting. All right, so step one, finish this. Okay, get your final revised bit up and a picture here of your final handwritten draft. Okay, if this takes you the whole of today, don't worry. Okay, don't worry, I'd rather you take your time than rush through it and it'd be rubbish, okay? So get it up on here. Then once you finish that and you're like, I've done as much as I can by hand in my first draft, then start typing up here. And as you type up, it's editing time. All right, so that's your job for today. Tomorrow and the day after, and for the rest of the week, we'll start then looking at making your slides look really amazing so that you can have a really professional looking feature article. Keep up the good work, guys. I've been really impressed with this, so well done.